on location at a project that we designed in Mokena, Illinois. It was actually last year. I was just talking to the client. I thought it was this year, but it was last year, and they built it this year, so that's why there was a mix-up here on the timing. But anyway, this project came out amazing. As you can see around, coming down the steps at the door, we did a series of 3 steps, and we did another step system down. The issue with this job was the whole yard had a slope, and it was a huge slope. It wasn't just like a little slope that you just have. This slope was about, I want to say, 8 feet from the back door all the way down to the bottom of the yard. And then we had a very strict budget. It was, Dwayne, I know you're VizX Design Studios, I know you draw amazing stuff, but on this job, you're gonna keep a budget restraint of such and such dollar amount. And I said yes to the design job, knowing that there's no way in hell I was gonna be able to keep it, but we tried. So on this project, I came up with about 4 or 5 different designs, reviews. We kept looking at the first one, obviously was way over budget. I'm always gonna push the element. I mean, I have 1 speed, and that's always to the top is VizX. Then we came up with several other different ones that kind of matched so we started getting closer and closer and closer to match the budget. One of the biggest issue is the swimming pool. We were not going to use a gunite pool. We were going to use a liner pool, which had the metal shelves and everything around it, so we needed a 3-foot space around the whole thing. So because of that, I had to watch the elevations. I couldn't have it out of the ground. I had to have it somewhat in the ground. So if you notice on the lower part of the patio, you'll see the swimming pool is raised and elevated because I didn't want to have all those steps going down and have a ton of money in retaining walls. So we raised it, elevated a little bit, gave myself a 3-foot space around it for the metal frames and things like that, and we put a nice flower bed around there. As you step up, you'll notice that there's a hot tub and spa. That was one of the things that was part of the design that had to be in there, was the spa itself. So I put the spa on a separate level by itself, very unique feature, stepping down into the bottom of the yard. And as you come all the way up to the top where the outdoor living space is, you can see this nice sweeping step that comes all across, and that actually ties into the driveway elevation of the house. So to keep that elevation the same, I separated with some plantings, a nice retaining wall, which you'll notice a lot of stuff that goes on in this design that you're probably not seeing in a lot of other places. There are seat walls throughout this whole project. There's landscape planting beds, there's a fire pit area that holds up another patio, there's another seat wall, there's the main wall that goes to the lower swimming pool area down there, and that's another seating wall. These clients really entertain a lot of friends and families and neighbors at all time, and now that this is done, they're entertaining a lot. So I wanted to have a lot of seating everywhere, but I didn't want it to look like those seating walls. There's something about me and seating walls, I'm getting tired of them. You see them in every paver patio, Sir Landscape Design, but they're practical, they're needed. So I want to put them in there to make sure that there's seating and things like that, because you can have a 400 square foot patio and a 900 square foot patio and seat more in the 400 if you have the walls and everything seated just right. Hey, take a look at the photos. I shot a ton of videos so you guys can see what this job looks like, and give us a call. There's no borders separating you or I from VizX Design Studios. We will head your way to take care of you. Thanks for watching.